On the edge of a quiet village, where the rooftops shimmered like silver under the moonlight, there lived a tiny black cat. Its fur was soft and dark as midnight, but when the moonlight touched it, it sparkled faintly, as if sprinkled with stardust. Every night, the cat liked to sit on the roof of the tallest barn and watch the stars. It didn't meow much or chase mice like other cats. It loved silence, the kind of silence that was full of magic. When Halloween approached, the village below grew bright and busy. Pumpkins smiled from windowsills, paper bats swung from porches, and lanterns flickered along the cobblestone paths. The little cat watched it all from above, its golden eyes full of wonder. The cat loved Halloween, not because of the costumes or the candy, but because the world glowed in colors that only came once a year. The air was crisp, the stars twinkled brighter, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. But this year, something was different. The moon was shy. Clouds covered its face, and the sky looked dim. Without the moonlight, the village streets grew darker, and the children walking with their lanterns looked like tiny flickers in the night. The cat tilted its head and purred softly, feeling worried. The moon had always been its friend, shining gently every night while the cat watched from its rooftop perch. The cat didn't want the world to lose its glow, especially on Halloween. So it made a decision. It stretched its tiny legs, flicked its tail, and leapt from the rooftop into the night. Its paws landed softly on the ground, and its fur shimmered faintly, glowing with the moon's leftover light. The cat trotted through the empty streets, its shadow dancing along the walls. It passed pumpkins with fading candles and lanterns whose flames flickered low. The little cat's light brushed over them, and one by one, they brightened again, as if the cat's glow reminded them how to shine. Soon, the cat reached the edge of the village, where the path curved toward the hills. The air grew cooler, and the stars peeked shyly through the clouds. Somewhere above, the moon slept behind its blanket of gray. The cat climbed higher, paws crunching through fallen leaves, until it reached the top of the hill. From there, it could see the whole world below, the fields, the forests, and the twinkling village. But the sky above was quiet and dim. The cat sat down and looked up patiently. Its golden eyes glowed softly. It didn't meow or call out. It simply waited, tail curling gently around its paws. Sometimes the best way to wake up a sleepy friend was to be near and shine quietly. Minutes passed. Then slowly, a sliver of silver light peeked from behind the clouds. The moon yawned, not with sound, but with light that stretched across the sky like a smile. The cat's fur shimmered brighter. It blinked slowly, sending a spark of warmth back toward the moon. The light between them seemed to hum, a silent promise of friendship. The moon blinked back, wide awake now. Its glow poured over the land, brushing the rooftops, the trees, and the pumpkins with a soft silver touch. The village below lit up again, and laughter returned to the streets. The cat watched, proud and happy. But then it noticed something. A small group of children walking along a forest path, their lanterns dim and flickering. They looked lost. The cat leapt down from the hill and raced through the tall grass, its paws barely making a sound. Its fur glowed like a little comet, bright enough to guide them. When the children reached the edge of the trees, they saw a faint shimmer weaving between the bushes, a trail of silvery light. It looked like moonlight come alive. They followed it carefully, step by step, until they found their way back to the village road. The cat watched from the shadows, its eyes glowing softly. It didn't need thanks. It was enough to see their smiles as they hurried back home. The moon watched too, and its light grew even warmer. It sent a single beam down to the cat, a silvery thread that wrapped around its fur like a gentle hug. From that night onward, something magical happened. Wherever the cat walked, moonlight followed. Even when clouds covered the sky, the little cat's fur shimmered, spreading a calm, soft light. It became known as the Moonlight Cat. The villagers sometimes glimpsed it walking along the rooftops or sitting by their gardens. Whenever the night seemed too dark, they would whisper to each other, "The moonlight is coming." The cat's light helped everyone in small ways. It glowed on paths where people dropped their keys, on doorsteps where pumpkins went out, and in windows where children were afraid of the dark. The moon always kept watch above, its round face smiling proudly down at its tiny friend. One evening, when another Halloween rolled around, the clouds gathered again. The moonlight dimmed and shadows stretched across the village. But no one was afraid, because they knew their tiny guardian was there. Sure enough, a soft shimmer appeared on the rooftops, spreading from house to house like a quiet song. The cat walked proudly through the night, its tail high, its fur glowing with silver starlight. It leapt gracefully from fence to fence, brushing past pumpkins and lanterns, lighting each one again. The air filled with gentle warmth, and the world felt peaceful and alive. When midnight came, the cat returned to the top of the hill. The moon was waiting, full and bright, beaming down like an old friend. The cat lay in the grass, tired but happy, its fur glowing faintly in the silver light. The moon whispered through the wind, thanking it for keeping the world bright. The cat blinked slowly, as if to say, "You're welcome," before curling up and closing its eyes. As the stars twinkled and the world below shimmered with sleepy laughter, the moonlight cat purred softly, its glow fading to a soft, gentle rhythm, a heartbeat that matched the moon's own. And ever since that night, when Halloween comes and the moon hides behind clouds, a tiny silver light still moves through the village, keeping pumpkins glowing, lanterns shining, and hearts warm. Because sometimes, even the smallest creature can carry a piece of the moon and make the whole world feel bright.